it's just you on there.
I don't see myself.
What's up, everybody? We are in Terminator mode tonight. This is episode 37 of the Blue Wall Podcast. What's the month here? 7/6/14. The date up here on your thing is all out of whack here. We should go to the month day here. 7/6/14. Am I even on? Can you hear me?
I'm sure you're on.
All right. Chubbs is going to be late,
His wife cracked.
so we're here covering for him until he shows up. And so we'd like to thank you all for joining the Blue Wall Podcast. And we need to kind of go, I guess if you're on Ustream watching this and you want to try to, you can chat with us live by going and starting a free account. It doesn't cost anything. You know, you're not obligated to with any credit card information. You just start an account and then you can chat live on the stream. Is that what you had to do?
I have an account.
Right, you had to start an account when you did it. Right. Also, you can go like us on Facebook and Twitter follow us on Twitter, right? At Blue Wall Podcast.
Even all your tweets
Are you on? Oh, now you're turning down. You were just talking. So you were like giving it to me earlier.
You said we were doing mic check.
Oh, all right. Let me see Chubb's thing right there.
Chubb's thing is
Yeah, we have to. I can't do this. Terminator's over. All right. Maybe that thing. Let me see that thing too.
This notebook?
Yeah.
They're called notebooks.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I thought you knew what I was talking about, but it is called a notebook.
Or paper. It's called paper too.
All right.
What are you trying to?
He had wrote down his introduction that he's supposed to do.
What does he do? He usually just does this. He yells. He uses that. What is that? Dirtbag. I don't know.
If
Rating call.
you're not, you have to get the mic closer to your face. Remember, you gotta be right on it.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, I think that should be better.
It's just odd to talk so loud and obnoxious and not be drunk.
Oh yeah.
Yes. But I also feel like I'm trying to piss you off.
Well, then you need to talk about something that you're passionate about. Man, what is
Did
Chubb's?
I get all worked up and I want to yell in your face about it?
He just wrote a bunch of crap. By the way, Ronda Rousey defended her belt last night in 16 seconds.
16 seconds.
Yes, knocked a chick out.
She knocked her out with a punch?
She dropped her, like she hit her with a punch, hit her with a knee, and bent her over. Judo tossed her down and had her in a headlock and was just like punched her 10 times in the face. And the chick she went out for a second, like she went stiff, and then she was still trying to like. She didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Good job, Ronda Rousey. I don't care.
I didn't think that she could beat a chick in 16 seconds. The number 2 ranked chick, Alexis
Maybe
Davis.
That chick just tripped up a little bit. She's caught her on a bad day.
Maybe.
Hey, where'd you get that coffee mug from? Because you sure get mad when I drink out of your coffee mugs.
Yeah, so how's it feel?
You do it.
I don't know.
I know you do it.
That's making a lot of noise. Oh, yeah. Well, I got an idea when Chubbs gets here. We're going to talk about it.
How about we talk about things that Chubbs could be doing while he's gone?
All right.
Like, what could Chubbs be doing?
What
right
is
now?
Chubbs doing?
My vote is a pegging. I wanted the word for it.
Pegging. Well, Karaoke thought that that's what he was gonna do last week when he went home. He filled up a whole notebook of just shit.
You guys just write stuff like you're gonna ever talk about it.
He always writes stuff he's gonna do,
And
but
you
doesn't
guys
do it.
He doesn't even bring the notebook with him. So what?
Something about Bitcoin on there.
That's what your whole podcast is you looking through Chubb's notebook for his intro, which he's just gonna come in and then do his intro. So
I
you
was
can
just curious on
look
what he had
for
wrote
it
down.
for no reason. You just wanted to know what he was gonna say.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna do his part since he wasn't here.
oh okay. Well, he's gonna come here and then he'll do his own part though.
Yeah, in about 20 minutes. He said he'd be here at 9ish.
I wonder what he's doing. You think he's giving out free massages?
He after I asked him about the milking table, he said that he hadn't heard of one, but he had an old table he was going to convert or something. So I don't know if he's getting some extra work doing that.
When am I gonna get my own mic? A real mic?
When somebody gives us money to invest in a better mic.
Are you talking about me? I need to give you money to invest in a better
No,
mic?
Chubb said he was going to buy his own, and then you can use that one. Remember?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
I doubt he's not
Yeah.
buying a microphone.
Of course he didn't. That's what he always he doesn't do what he says. He's a politician, right?
True. He just makes promises and then he just has to
I'm gonna have to have a word with him
follow through.
about this. All right. So it was the 4th of July.
It was. What's your subject, huh? 4th of July?
Well, did you have a good 4th of July?
I did, yes. Did you?
Yeah.
What did you do?
We went to a cookout.
I was there.
Yeah.
So.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, you didn't get that turned up though. I thought you were gonna get really turned up.
No. No. I got too turned up lately.
What do you mean lately?
I felt like, I don't know. Felt like it was going up and I needed to turn it down.
Up a lot?
No.
Have you?
My life's turned up. I don't have time to turn it down. Chubbs looks blacker and cuter today. Yeah, Chubbs is on his way,
Why
karaoke.
don't you tell the story about Chubbs about how you went to a barbecue and then you realized that his whole family was black?
Yeah, that was a good one, huh? Yeah, Chubbs invited me to his barbecue way back in the day. And I show up at his house and walk in and I'm like, man, like, there was like majority black and minority white at Chubbs' house. And I was like, what the hell? I had no idea, and I don't know what. I still don't know. I think his sister married a black man. Something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I had no
Or
idea.
Maybe his
Just-
mom, maybe he's the white baby.
It was
maybe
surprising.
His mom married a black man later in life and then had a bunch of black kids.
I don't know, but I love black people barbecues. They have the best fried chicken ever. I'm not being racist, am I? You can't tell me I'm being racist.
No, you're not, because I've been to them, and it is the best fried chicken. And there's way more food. I wouldn't say it's better. I don't want to sound racist.
No, they do just make
It is better.
ton.
A little bit. Because there's like mac and cheese.
Now we're racist.
Why
Now we're being racist.
don't you tell them about
My family can make mac and cheese.
No, it's not the same. Not the same type. Because I haven't had a white person make real mac and cheese. Not one. I know a bunch of white people too.
Oh, have you tried Becky's mac and cheese?
You made me try Becky's. You always bring up Becky's.
You didn't like it?
It's close. Becky was married to a black guy.
So
That's
what?
why. Why don't you tell them about your little racist, how you had a racist 4th of July?
I had a racist 4th of July. What do you mean? What happened?
What did you do on the 4th of July that was racist?
Okay, so yeah, we go to this barbecue, a cookout, and we're hanging out all day or whatever. And we were gonna bring some food. And I asked them what to bring, and they said whatever. And Marlena asks me, so I tell her, I text her, get chicken, watermelon, and greens. LOL.
No, there's no LOL.
I still haven't seen where it didn't say LOL.
I'm pulling it up right now. I knew you were going to say that.
Chicken, watermelon, and greens. LOL. And she's like, okay. But anyhow, if I should have even had the LOL because that you should have known that was a joke. That was too obvious.
Let me see.
I can't reach it. Jeez.
Stop reading it.
All right.
That's what it says. There's no LOL.
There's not.
There's no
There's
LOL.
not. All right. I thought that.
So I brought chicken, watermelon, then I made bacon wrapped asparagus.
And a salad.
Yeah, and I made salads because the greens like went over my head, and I must have thought, something healthy.
It was good though.
Mm-hmm.
We got chicken legs and they were good. I wonder what Chubbs is doing.
Who cares? He's gonna come in and he's gonna like cut back on the swearing, and he's gonna try to get serious.
I'm going to turn record on before he knows one day and ask him about F words and get him to say, because he was dropping them left and right before to his buddy before we started last week, and then it started and he was all like cleaned
Him
up.
and his buddy have a different type of relationship. It's like they're the couple that has to fight.
Brokeback Mountain.
Kinda. They really didn't fight in Brokeback Mountain. But, like, they have to play fight.
Racist salads are the best. Well, it was like a fruity salad.
It was healthy. It had broccoli. It was kind
Broccoli
of
and mangoes
it was
and
called a 5. I looked it up. It was a 5
corn.
salad. But yeah, broccoli, mangoes, corn, cabbage, cilantro. It was teriyaki dressing. It was sweet. Carrots. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you eat the rest of it?
Yeah. Maybe. There might be a little bit left. Why?
I was just asking because it's gonna go bad pretty soon. Why didn't you bring any subjects? I have a subject for you.
What?
Why is it every time I go to the store and I get beer, you think all the beer's for you, and then you drink it all?
You told me last time that you always get half for me, half for you, so
And then
you know
drink
I
the
don't like
whole
fruity
six-pack.
beer, and so I didn't drink the fruity one that
No,
you're
you
drinking
drink,
right
I just
there.
got a 6-pack and you drink the whole thing, and you complain because you didn't like any of the beers I
I
got.
didn't drink the whole thing.
You drank it. It's on the fridge.
Patty was here.
Patty had one. I saw one inside Patty's room.
All right, what? We need a better topic. That was not a good topic.
I haven't seen you come.
Nobody gives a shit about me drinking the beer out of our refrigerator.
Oh, okay. Your turn.
My turn. Well, I'm waiting. I have my topic. If Chubbs will hurry up and get here.
Okay.
I built a compost bin today.
Good job.
Yeah, I constructed that shit.
Uh,
Tore about like 1, 2, 3, 5, like 4 pallets. I tore apart and put them onto another one.
you made it look like you were working all day too. As
Did you
if
see
had-
that shit strung out all over the yard?
Yeah, I think
All
you had-
that wood everywhere that I like had to tear those pallets apart and cut them
I
up.
didn't see all that. No, like when I
And it's
left,
all down by the fire pit now.
It says beer's cheap down here by more. I don't think beer's that expensive in Canada, is it?
Beer's cheap. Beer's no. What? It's cheap here. Well, it depends on what kind of beer you want to drink. If you want to drink some Busch Light.
My point is, every time we get beer, you think it's free, unless I buy wine, and then the wine is automatic mine.
Oh, I thought I asked you to get beer,
You did.
and you brought beer.
I did. I just went looking for those other beers that I really want. I've been trying to try Hoegaarden for like a month.
I didn't drink a Hoegaarden. I didn't want it. I only drank the blonde, the Fireman Blonde.
I didn't drink any.
You've had that before.
No, we don't put poop in our compost bin.
No. I just had to talk to somebody about that on Facebook.
I talked to you about that before.
No, there's some toilet in they're selling that you dump into your compost. Let me see if I asked him if it was in Japan.
I wonder what they do with all the poop.
What?
It's the sewer system. Like, what do they do with all the poop that we flush down the toilet? Like, eventually it goes back into the river? Is that where it goes?
They have like the sewage treatment plants.
I know that.
That's why we pay a sewer bill like that. It's right down here.
I
They
know. I got
filter
that.
the
I
shit.
said I wonder what they, like, where does the poop go? What happens to the poop?
I have you seen the movie? What's the movie with the spray shit? Where they spray it on the.
Yes.
Where does the poo go? Where does the poo go? I don't know where it all really goes. I guess they just like
Well, no, if you want to
filter it out and like do they bury it? I don't know.
Well, it only takes a year or so for poop to become good compost, right? I believe.
I
believe if you have a
don't use poop
compost,
in
You're
compost.
supposed to put the poop in the ground for a year, and then you can use the poop. I mean, we use cow manure. That's good fertilizer.
In like a big field, I guess. I don't know. Should we use cow manure in our garden?
No.
No, I don't think so either.
I think Chubbs can make a fruity beer commercial. I should make one though because I like to drink all the fruity beers. So I'm drinking blueberry right now.
Oh, they fertilize our food with our shit.
They probably do. I mean, you can do it. See, Bunny, we should just have a little.
Hey, guess what?
Build a little poop compost. Compost, and then every day when you come home from lunch, you can just hang out there for a half hour.
Yeah, I'll just go poop in the compost bin.
Mhm.
That's why I made a door and stuff. I talked about fruity beer, and then somebody got Shelly got a fruity beer commercial. What kind of beer are you drinking?
A blueberry, Rivertown.
That'd be hilarious if it was that commercial.
I don't think so. Do you have any other beers?
Chubb should make a commercial for Rogaine. He should, and put it on the Blue Wall, the Blue Wall channel.
Do you think Chubbs' wife is just like giving it to him right now, like yelling at him? I wasn't speaking sexually, but
Oh, like just
yeah, she's little and stuff. I'm sure
course.
Chubbs just takes it like a little tiny whip little chihuahua.
And what's he like? Well, I can't leave until 9. Come on, I'm supposed to be there at
She's like,
8:30.
no, Chubbs, I told you you need to have this bathroom clean before you left the house. This bathroom still isn't clean, Chubbs. Obviously not to my standards. And he's like, I'm sorry, babe. I had to do some work and stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna beat freaking Senator. Like, just chill, then we'll get them made one day.
And he's like,
And she's like, no, until then, you fucking clean your shit up, Chubbs.
he's like, I can't find we don't have a brush. I'll use my toothbrush. Anything for you.
Yeah, I know he's sitting at home on the couch trying to gain his composure. He comes here. Why you yelled at me like that, babe? No, I don't think I'm gonna do a panties and bra show.
Marlena already did her acting in her underwear when she was a baby.
I did.
Oh, tell us about that.
About my diaper commercial?
Yeah.
I was a baby. I don't really remember, but my mom told me stories.
Yeah.
I was my mom used cloth diapers because we're from Washington and we're hippies. And the lady that came to pick up her diapers, it was one day and I was outside, and the lady was like, "She's a cute baby. She should be in our commercial. We're gonna have a commercial. We'd like your baby to be in it." So my mom took me in, and there were a bunch of all these other babies, and none of the babies, they had us like, we were playing football, and none of the babies would play football. Like, they just wanted us to play around with the football or like interact with each other, but we're all really little, so we're just kind of like sitting there. So I was the only baby that picked up the football and ran with it, and that's pretty much the whole diaper commercial. A bunch of little babies, and then it's all me just running like crazy with the football.
And you're the only one that would run with it, so you got. How much did your mom get paid?
I have no idea. I think, we got free diapers, or free diaper service for a while.
All right, I'm gonna. Do you have the video on your?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to show a picture of my compost bin that I built with
Well,
the.
I'm sure our 2 followers are just chomping at the bit. Compost bin.
I want to see if it'll work.
You guys are excited as me?
Bam! Can you
Show it
see?
to 'em. No, I just see a bunch of us in the podcast.
Oh no!
There you go. That's our.
Is that it? Is it on there?
It was on there. Now you're on. Right, meow. Uh-oh. I think Chubbs is here.
Is he?
Here.
I was trying to zoom into it here.
You really can't see it. You can kind of see it, though. Yeah, no, it's zoomed in. It's totally zoomed in.
Hello!
Oh.
Coming in, Mike's hot. Just got off the lake, man.
Off the lake.
Yeah, Deer Creek. It was awesome. Jet skis all day. My legs are jello.
From jet ski.
Couldn't stop smiling. One of them kind of days.
I was just checking out. We were showing a picture of my compost bin.
Yeah, that was nice. Pallets, is that what that's made out? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Because I see that.
But I made it.
Did you get more, or are you missing some from out front? Looks like you got a couple more, but it might.
No, I used some of them, but I had a bunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty good the way because they're all the same kind of pallets.
Everything that you get rid of in your house that's organic in it.
Yeah, dude, I watched that show. What was it called, Marlena? The No Impact Man.
No, I don't think I've seen that, but I
It's
did.
on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Or Hulu.
Hulu, one of them.
I think Hulu. And
I don't have it. I got Netflix, not Hulu. I'll just have to see if the library has it.
well, they tried to go for a year like doing no trash.
No trash?
Yeah.
Or
One thing I've been doing is
no
trying.
waste.
Could they burn stuff?
No way. Yeah, no waste at all.
Couldn't burn anything?
I don't think so. You're just gonna go burn your trash and shit.
I mean, paper. I mean, it's hard to not even have, like, paper trash or
That's compostable.
newspaper. Yeah, like all kinds of paper.
Shred it up.
Some paper has got to be non-compostable.
He
carbon.
was an extreme environmentalist, like they called him an extreme environmentalist. So he did a lot of other odd things. Like
Did he have one of those poop burners, or did he just flush it down the toilet?
What did they
I
do?
don't know what they did.
Did they go out and bury it? I can't remember.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Get the volume turned off.
So you were on the lake?
Deer Creek, yeah. It was a pretty amazing little day. Enjoyed myself immensely.
Chubbs, I'll get you a water.
Oh, yes. I'm needing it. Sun was killing me. I had to sunblock up. Like, even though it was cloudy when the sun did come out, like 3 different times I had to sunblock up.
If you're on the lake all day, you don't look like it.
It was very cloudy all day. Like, there was 20 minutes of sun at a time, basically, 3 or 4 different times.
Hey, is there a beer in there for me?
No,
What's that in your hand?
this is this.
Cough syrup.
Coffee.
No, it's Amberbach. I would like that one. That's the one I got for me.
Bach.
Yeah, it's the brunette. It's Fireman's Brunette. It's an Amberbach. You don't like dark beers.
Well, there's no other good ones in there.
I got you 2 blondes and like some other
That was
shit.
it.
IPAs, and you like IPAs.
It's
Do you only drink
summertime. I don't want
organic beer?
No,
No.
he does not.
Oh, a little bit of a hypocrite here, huh?
I asked him.
Well, I
Ah.
Is this
Why don't you
organic?
just brew your own? If you're so...
What do you mean a hypocrite?
He hasn't brewed his own because I don't got it.
I don't eat all.
You won't eat a non-organic avocado. That's
You
for
will
sure.
eat a
I try
non-organic
not to.
Avocado.
It's hard to find
But-
non-organic or organic.
If I come home with the non-organic avocado, we're gonna
What's
hear about
this?
it. No, he'll pull it out. He'll pour it out like the groceries. Like
Gotta
this,
smash it on the floor. Go get another one. Do it
What is
again.
this, Marlena? Baby, you can do better.
They have a whole section.
Whatever.
They have a section.
Whatever.
You don't use those words. Those are your words. I know you can do better.
Whatever.
And you just
Those
let
are
me know
not my
that we're
words.
Going organic, and then you went to the store and you got this avocado that's obviously full of GMOs.
I don't know, but I don't believe what you're saying is true, and I don't know why when you're always on the podcast that you just want to bash me.
I'm not bashing you, but you.
Yeah,
said
you
that-
are.
You said that you get a little crazy over the groceries. Sometimes.
I was kind of bashing you too because your beer is not
Sorry.
organic.
Sorry.
You should brew your own
Is it
though.
organic? I don't,
If you're committed.
There are some organic beers that we can get. I don't
yeah,
know if they sell
well,
on
yeah.
them
If I
around here.
was, I've done it before.
It's water and yeast.
Just tell
and
me
hops.
You're working
Barley.
Your hippie project. Like you're not a full hippie. You haven't even. You've only come
I'm
around.
not a hippie. I'm not trying to be a hippie.
You're not
Just trying to be
even-
zero imprint man. Zero impact man.
Yeah, what? I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to do better
Tell
things.
us you're not into labels. You're not into labels. Putting people in holes.
Wait. You got a fucking garden too.
Yeah,
Karaoke's on with us.
I'm a little bit of a hippie.
And Pokalicious says there is bleach in paper.
Yeah, but it's carbon.
Vanilla pudding off his lips.
They said you can use it.
I hope that's not vanilla pudding. Because I have not eaten any.
I wouldn't imagine. How long did you spend at home thinking about your excuse for why you were coming here late? Took him 10 minutes to get it in his head. I was on the lake.
Oh, we were on the lake. It was so fun.
Feel
Cooked
like
out.
A little vampy. Wait, no, your face, just a little bit.
Oh, I had plenty. I wasn't getting no tan or anything. I sat in the shade and I had plenty of sunblock.
Come, Chubbs, what do you do? Like,
Was riding the jet ski for quite a bit though.
Why don't you're not working on your tan during the day and shit?
I got creamy skin, man. I'm not out there trying to get cancer.
Get out there and get that's gonna help.
I'm like
protect
powder over here.
You. Powder.
I'm not trying to get a tan. That's cancer. That's your skin's way of saying, "Hey, I'm burning." You should know that.
Not if you don't like the
You'll poison your skin,
the
but not your body.
sunscreen is what gives you cancer.
Some sunscreens, yeah, the ones with
I
metals
just
in
don't
them.
use shit.
It's not good. You at least
Man, you
gotta have
alright, dude?
I'm thirsty.
Hi.
It was hot out there. It was the best leg workout ever.
On a jet ski?
Yeah.
Where you kind of like stand up
Yeah,
on it a
I was
little bit.
standing because it was so choppy. I was trying to just keep it level, and if you stand on it, you can impact, like soften the impact.
Yeah.
That way, it's not all lower back. Anyway, I know how to ride a jet ski. Is all I'm saying.
Where were you at?
Deer Creek. Yeah, yeah. This ain't my first rodeo.
Do you ever try to like dive
Yeah,
under?
yeah,
Like
this one
turn
was
real
not-
sharp and dive under?
I don't know about turn real sharp, but if you can get it up enough and get down under it, or go into another wave, ramp off and then go
Yeah.
into another wave,
Yeah.
you can do it.
Sometimes you can turn like sharp enough that they kind of
This
like
was a little bit
spin
older
and
jet
dive.
ski, and it was a 650, you know. So I mean, it was still pretty powerful. It pulled
But
a
is it
tube.
the one that you stand on the whole time, or is the one
No,
that
it's
you can
it's
sit
got a
on?
seat, yeah. But I prefer to stand most of the time when you're going through choppy water. But you know, you can't not have fun with a jet ski.
True. I was a little wounded. Like my parents, when I was about, how old was I? Was probably like 12 or 14. My mom and my dad were out at this barbecue, and our friends had jet skis, and we went on to ride. My parents had been drinking, or apple juice. They were drinking lots of apple juice that day, and I was riding with my mom, and she just went crazy on the jet ski, and all she said to me was like, "No matter what happens, just don't let go." And we went all like, she turned the jet ski so fast, and we flew probably like 20, 40 feet away from the jet ski. Just like
Oh, I got thrown
catapulted
off. Nice.
through the air, and literally after being thrown through the air, I never let go.
That's a good ride right there. That is a good ride.
And then I had to swim in the Columbia River, which is not a creek, back to the jet ski.
Man, who all do we got on out there? Karaoke, Pokalicious. There's
yeah.
got someone else.
Me?
No, there's 6 people. I wonder who that is.
Will Chowski might have been on.
I
But
wonder who's.
he doesn't comment on. He can't. I don't. He's never on the UStream chat.
Who?
Does he have an? He
Brian.
doesn't have an account set up or something.
Who?
Yeah, he needs to go.
Wachowski?
Brian.
It's free. They don't even send you very many like spams. Just whatever you click as following.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to be socially like that's kind of creepy. You're just sitting out like in the corner of a room, like looking through with your eye. Like, come on, man. If you're not leaving comments, that means you're not part of the conversation. You're just voyeur at the door, like creepily the crack, and you can only see the eye through the crack.
I bet you it's Shelly, but she doesn't like to set up accounts.
No, she has one. She's on there.
Oh.
She. Yeah. She's one of the ones commenting.
Anyway, why did I come in and interrupt? Your compost bin, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to build it?
Apparently he has a subject, but he was waiting for you to come here before he would.
Oh yeah. What is it though? What?
How long did it take you to set it up? Would you just use a pallet on the bottom, then 3 pallets on each side?
Yeah, 4.
4 pallets, and so it's totally closed in.
But
How are you
it's
going to
not
stir it?
like it's they're like a little like they're not the full palette. Like I took the bottoms off, so it's just the faces.
Okay.
So it's thinner. Like it's not as like
Yeah.
it was just smoother inside now. Plywood on the bottom.
How do you turn it?
You just got a pitchfork and you can just like stir it like that a little bit as you do it. You throw shit.
Compost
in there.
stinks, though.
Yeah.
You got to match it up just right.
It's in the corner of the yard.
That'll be all right then.
Yeah, it's way down. Yeah.
What else are you gonna do? Solar panels?
I
You know,
I like to do that. Yeah.
She's the hippie
I want
that
to
wants to
definitely
do that.
Yeah, I want to
I
do
mean,
some
it's
too.
not
That's
really
awesome.
hippie, it's called
Hippies.
Hell yeah.
saving
You guys are
money.
hippies.
Okay.
Saving money.
Exactly. If you
Not
push
taking
it
my
back
money
into the
away
grid,
to
they
evil
pay you whatever
corporations.
the minimum payment is for energy in your area.
You probably need like 2 or 3.
But I thought of this. What if they just put a small panel, like a, let's see, what do they have? 15, 30 volt, like a 30-watt panel on each electric post.
What, like a solar
You
panel?
would
Yeah.
probably just bring down the electricity bill like a fraction.
I bet not. I bet that'd be a sizable amount of energy.
Oh yeah.
Maybe, what if you did a 45-watt panel?
There are a
on
lot
each?
of
That would be
posts.
like, a 45-watt would be like 3 foot by 3 foot. That would,
really? They're
that
big?
could fit up, and you could put a tracker on it so it just follows the sun everywhere. I think that's an awesome idea.
Well, when you become a senator, you're gonna have to write legislation. because
Oh,
there's
I don't
no
know if
way-
I'll never make it to senator. I'll be taken out of the game long before then. I'll be berated down and because no one wants a politician that's honest.
We were talking about your
You're gonna go
notepads, typical politician's notepad that it's got all the shit that he's gonna do.
Do
That's
but never do it.
yeah.
I got mine. Mine's animated though. I draw pictures on mine too. I animate some of my sentences. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever make it past anything that had to do with the state level.
How is compost a good way to preserve hair?
Preserve hair.
Never mind. And reduce hair loss.
Ralph Nader. He's pretty liberal. That's all I can say about Ralph Nader. He's an okay guy, though. I wouldn't want him I wouldn't want him to be a president.
Why?
Yeah.
I think he's just too liberal.
Put compost on your head. And it helps your
Ah, yeah.
hair.
I'm gonna do that tonight. Jeremy, do you mind if I borrow some of your compost?
Go right ahead.
Yeah,
Thanks.
what's something
You
that
go
other
stick your
kid
head in
that's
the-
older?
I have that with turning bed.
Yeah, that should
Showing
work.
that.
The maggots that probably look like dreadlocks.
I haven't
there
seen any
maggots in there?
maggots in it.
In the
It's
second
not meat.
bin-
There's got to be meat in it.
Really?
She swears there's always gonna be
Maggots eat
in
dead
there.
flesh.
we don't
Not
put
saying
meat
that there
in the
couldn't be other,
compost.
some maybe fruit fly, maybe.
Yep. We have
Could it be
shit
like
ton
a
of fruit
flies, maybe?
Maybe flies have are maggots. So
Yeah, flies do have maggots. That's how flies.
I know you can put maggots in a wound and they'll just eat dead flesh. That's it. They'll keep your wound clean by only eating all the dead flesh out of
yeah,
it.
a sick bitch.
I'd do it if I had to. If
Yeah.
I was out in the woods or something and you didn't want, you had a big slice in your leg and you're like,
You
oh,
wouldn't-
okay, this is not
You
good.
wouldn't have Pylon lick your wounds clean. Oh shit.
Who's Plylon?
Pylon, your Frank. That's what karaoke was calling him.
What's his name?
Pylon? Was it a
Pylon.
pylon? We go down here.
Frankie Nunes, a.k.a. The Wanderer, a.k.a. See You Later, a.k.a. King Dirtbag.
What's his name? Karaoke. I think it was Pylon. That's what he was calling him.
I didn't think he. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to have a third party in office.
They were nice guys.
I think in about in 10 more years, if the Libertarian Party keeps growing the rate they are, there will be at least at the state level several libertarians and maybe a couple at the national level, and it would probably be representatives before it would be senators. I don't understand why no one gets the concept of, man, just leave me alone and I will leave you alone. Just don't hurt me or steal my stuff, and you can do whatever you want. That is
People
the
like
who
to
can't
be in other
who
people's
cannot
business.
who cannot agree with that concept. Just leave me alone. I'll leave you
Love to be in
alone.
other
Just
people's business, though.
quit making laws that hurt people to help other people, and that's all. I mean, let everything
And
else
that's-
sort it. The civil court. You don't gotta make a bunch of laws. You go to civil court, and if they say you were in the wrong, well, you're in the wrong. That's how I'd like to solve most things. I think using money as a tool, we can solve almost 80% of America's problems. Just using money as a tool instead of making laws or going to war with people. Just use your money. if you don't like Russia taking a piece of another country, stop buying Russian products and start sending your money to that other country that's being invaded. I'm sure they'd buy bitcoins and send them bitcoins. No one will ever know where it came from.
Also,
Or go fight. Or
libertarians support Bitcoin?
Yeah, I'd say most of them do. You can't really say that, though, because, I support public libraries. I'd say most libertarians don't. Maybe
Libraries?
someone- Yeah. Because that's something that the state has to pay for. Now, if you had a local library that you voted on to see how much money it would get each year and things like that, and you voted locally, that'd be one thing. But they're set up at a state level. They automatically
Right.
get
Well,
taxed on.
I mean, you kind of don't need a library as much anymore with
Yeah, you do.
the way
Dude,
you
I
got
love the library.
computers.
They have computers
you
there.
need it?
They have high-speed internet.
Most things are online though.
Most
Dude,
things are online,
I know.
but you have to filter through
Dude, they
so
have
much
like 30
crap
computers
and
at the library.
misinformation.
There's like 30 computers set up that people can use at the library. So yeah,
I'll tell you what they don't have anymore is that.
they have they have all the new
what was
DVDs.
the thing called where you're looking, you search the cards.
Card catalog?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a card catalog. It's right. It's on
They
the internet.
still have it?
It's on the internet, but I'm sure they're
Right, it's digital now. Like you don't actually go through cards anymore and look for your.
I bet there's a place where there is though, and it's probably just put in the back somewhere. You don't throw something like that away. You keep it in case of an emergency.
the card catalog.
But yeah, I bet that. Yeah, it's all computerized. I'm sure of that. But I love the library. Free books. Come on, man. Free movies. Free computers. I think it's awesome.
Why? Because you're cheap, hippie,
Yeah, I'm super cheap.
and I'm the hippie.
We've established that. You're not that cheap.
I'm cheap, man. I'll grow my own
Chubb's
food.
cheap. Chubb's cheap as shit.
I can't buy that organic stuff. I'll just grow my own. It's cheaper. Organic food costs a good bit more.
I've got my garden going.
Have you been messing around with the camera angle?
No, what do you need? You're moving around, man.
How is yours still on that and mine's
Oh,
on
no.
4 screens?
But I've been
There it is.
watching it.
I had like an old dome tent, like
How much literature would never be seen again?
True.
Well, you wouldn't have access to it as easily, but it'd probably still be there.
Here's what I'm thinking is like everything is going digital. All of our information and like everything,
Well,
it can be gone like that.
I have something that
So,
you
like,
should
if
think
aliens
about.
come
A lot of
back and
people,
have all the digital information.
aliens,
Uh-huh.
listen.
I'm sorry. I'm prepared for an alien attack.
For them to take your
There's There's nothing wrong with that.
digital
Being
information.
prepared.
So your bug out bag is prepared for alien attack.
No, I would be though.
Oh,
I know
because
what
you
to
won't
do.
make a bug out bag.
My bug out bag would consist of, never mind,
Girl stuff.
girl stuff.
Listen,
Cans of tuna.
this is a big step that a lot of people don't even like take heed of or haven't even really noticed, but this is like one of the hugest steps I can think of. We've been using like light, picture, and wall system of film since cavemen were standing in front of fires and making shadows on the wall. And then it has advanced into film, which is still the same thing. A light, something blocking it, and a shadow on a wall. And movies just now, the last 4 or 5 years, they're all digital now. It's ones and zeros, and then they shoot it on a screen, and somehow a picture comes out magically. There's no film anymore. It's not a light and a picture and a light, a negative, and a picture anymore. It's just ones and zeros.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a huge step from the first time we had fire. That's what we've been using, and we've totally changed it into something different. Think about that for a second.
And it's they still have those old projectors. I just
Yeah,
saw
but
one
no
on
one's
for
using
sale
them
for
anymore.
$50.
You can run a whole movie theater with one guy down in the office. You send the program to that thing, and you hit play from the office, and it plays. It used to have to splice film together and move rolls.
The
huge
guy had to
rolls of
change a
film.
roll halfway.
Have you
through
seen
the-
like the big the 3D movies down in Portsmouth? The film is this big. It's like it's a little bit thicker, but it's like huge. That's crazy. And they would have like this whole table's worth. You'd have to pick it up, slide it on top, and you might have 2 or 3 of them. Some of it's
Theater in
like 2
Portsmouth
out.
does
Yeah.
that.
The big curved 3D one. It takes that big ass film.
Oh, it's serious, huh?
Have you been down there?
The thought of the week. Rogaine hair stimulant. No way, man. If I lose my hair, I'm just going bald.
What would you look like?
Yeah, we did lose it all before.
If
We
okay,
got so
tell us
advanced
if
and it
the
just
adult-
wiped us out. We lost all the information because it was all digital.
I don't believe that could happen. I don't
go
believe
and
that
try
has
to bring
happened.
up ideas that I would totally agree with.
What kind of ideas? What do you totally agree with?
Like, if aliens came, wiped all the technology out.
Why would they do that?
'cause
Are they
were
being
pissed at
hostile?
us. Maybe we were being hostile.
We have not been anywhere to be hostile.
We've been hostile to ourselves though.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't want to let us like start exploring and become an actual superpower.
Start invading,
Start invading.
infecting like a virus the universe.
Yeah. They're like they need to calm down before we let them go and explore other planets.
Maybe they're just like, let's just kill them all and let it start over for another 100
Maybe
million
a total
years.
science experiment. I mean, why not? Like, is this how they evolved?
Did you do a
But-
Rogaine commercial?
No,
I would.
I should do one. That would be funny.
Yeah.
whenever
Except for
I
I'm
said-
really not that bad. Just got this big widow's peak. That's
Just
Have
fleeting.
you always had the widow's peak? Or is
Yeah, it used to be just tiny, like just a tiny dot right here, and I had that and just a tiny dot.
Now it's fleeting.
And now it's
McFleeting.
McFleeting. I'll probably be just like my dad. He's got a big strip here, and it goes all the way back to like right here, bald. So I'll have a big odd forehead and exposed scalp. But if it gets bad, I'll just shave it. I don't even have my. This is how far behind I
You're
am.
not even tuned in. You
I'm not
don't
even
even
tuned
know
in.
what you sound
I'm not even
like.
in the studio yet. I just came and sat down at the table. Gold gathering ants. Come on, man. We're bigger than that.
All right, I had an idea for an.
gathering apes.
I've got an idea for an invention for
Ants.
a phone app. What?
Okay, your phone app. Go for it.
Oh, all right. I'm not exactly sure how it will work, but you know, like when you go to a bar and you see a chick or somebody go to the bathroom, and they put a napkin over their
Food or drink.
their drink so they don't get roofied or something like that's gonna stop somebody.
I think it's so bugs don't get in it. Flies
Okay, I assume it's just like so.
or
it-
germs or
you know,
dust.
it makes it harder for somebody to get in. I guess I don't know, but
Most generally, to me, that means I'm done with this. If there's a napkin on it, unless it's all spread out, perfect and neat.
what if you have like there's an app that goes you just set your phone on it, it's armed and it's like voice activated voice recognition to your voice to disarm, and like you're like, I'm going to the bathroom, it arms it, you set it on there, if somebody touches it and tries to mess with it, it'll take a picture and flash the flash and make an alarm go
Well,
off.
What you got to think about.
Really good way to get your phone stolen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leaving,
is it?
leaving your
People-
phone while you leave the table.
A lot of people do that too.
A lot of people do that, yeah, and a lot of people get their phones stolen.
Well, if it goes
As soon as
off,
they touch, it's gonna alarm. Well, that'd be another it's like a security thing for your phone too.
please step away from the phone or the
Yeah.
plate.
And you gotta be like, I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Retina.
I got
It'll
you.
do a retinal scan on you.
Yeah, fingerprint. They got the fingerprint thing.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
The iPhone 5 or something, 5S.
My friend scanned. But the only bad thing, like, one, you fall asleep, my friend had it. You fall asleep, the second you fall asleep, you can hack right into your phone with your fingerprint. And I guess it's really easy, like, if you were to, like, scan someone's fingerprint and then, like, put it on plastic, it's really easy just to copy it straight over.
You gotta talk closer to the mic.
Is this better?
Yeah, I'm sure.
A little bit.
We can't hear
had
you
me
through
talking
these,
really
but
loud earlier, I just felt really obnoxious.
yeah, that's Well, just yeah, you have to talk how you're gonna
Just
talk.
yell at you.
Why we never see the other side of the moon? The moon's spinning, ain't it? Is the
Yeah, the
moon
does
not?
a slower
The
rotation,
moon
but
doesn't
it does
spin.
rotate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
It does rotate.
I
No,
think
it
it does.
doesn't.
We Googled this. We got in an argument about this, me and you.
And it
separate,
doesn't.
And we Googled.
That's why we never see the other side of it.
What do you mean you never? You wouldn't know the front and back of the moon.
We don't. It said we never see the other side of the moon.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Look, we can solve this.
I know.
Does
thank
the
you.
moon rotate or spin?
It's a slower orbit, but it does.
It takes 27 days. The moon orbits the Earth once every 27 days. It also takes approximately 27 days for the moon to rotate once on its axis.
Been told this twice.
It takes how long it rotates?
As a result, the moon does not seem to be spinning, but appears to observe. It appears to observers from Earth to be keeping almost perfectly still. So yes, the moon does rotate. So yeah, eventually we do.
we never see the other side of it
Why not?
because it just said it remains still from our view
Just because it's so far away. and
because
spinning,
of the way it's spinning and we're
it's much slower
going
spin
around.
than us. It's spinning much slower.
it's
than
going
us.
around us and spinning, but like it's going so slow that we always see the same
No, it does
side.
not say that
No,
That's
every
what
single
it's
time.
saying.
that is
No, it
absolutely
Yes,
not
that's
what it's saying.
exactly what it's
No.
saying.
That it didn't say. I must have read it wrong then. Maybe my dyslexia caused me to read some of those words wrong. But if you read it, it's saying that it does spin. It takes 27 days to rotate around us and 27 days to make its own rotation.
Right. So it appears
Spins.
27. It appears to be still. That's
No, it's
exactly
not
what
every-
you just
it's not
read.
here to be still.
We never see the
Well,
other
no,
side of it.
Funny.
We only see one side of it.
It's like saying it appears to my observation.
Think about it. Think
that
about
the
it.
Earth doesn't
27
spin.
days around to spin 20 and 27 this way. Like it will never. It's going. You'll never see the other side of it.
Yeah, you will. I'm saying that you're wrong on that.
Oh man,
Not
I
every
have.
single moment that the moon is above your area on the Earth, it's only on one side. It actually
Yes.
spins. No,
We only see one side of it.
no, we do not see one side of it.
I'm sure someone has asked this question before.
Why do you think there's a thing called the dark side of the moon? Because we never see it.
Those weren't scientists.
That was Pink Floyd.
Yes. Okay, so why are you making this scientific, like, your observation has to do with Pink
Because
Floyd's
they're
album?
deep, man.
Have you ever heard about the alien colony on the other side of the dark side of the moon? That's where they hang out.
You got it figured out yet? That how we don't see the other side?
It's
Sure.
all
Or
that pops
wait a
up
minute.
in
Maybe
your-
I should draw the diagram on your.
You should draw the diagram on your chest.
See, that one asked the question, but it doesn't give the answer. I'm calling bullshit. Just like have you-
27 days to do a complete
Yeah,
circle.
I understand.
27 days
It's 27
to do a
point blah
complete
blah blah blah
rotation.
blah. There's a point
So
though.
it's trying. This is if it wasn't moving, it's sitting here rotating like this, right?
It's rotating.
But
slowly.
it's going. It's 27 days to go around one time, so it's like so slow that it's just gonna be coming around. You're still gonna be facing it, although it's rotating around. Now, when it gets over here, that side's gonna be facing that way. Yeah, it
Buddy,
did
the
rotate
Earth-
around.
The Earth rotates too.
Yeah, but we're gonna see it every
Yeah, but
day.
you can tell-
We're going every day,
The
not.
Earth is rotating. And
We're going every 24 hours, not every 27 days. We're going to come around and see it again at the same spot, see it again.
You mean
as it's
27
moving-
days later, we're gonna see it the same spot.
It'll probably be in a different spot across the sky. No, you could, like, what? I don't know. Whatever, you guys. You're gonna see the same side. I want to be proved wrong.
I'll have to look into it more because I feel like some of the sites are credible and some of them are not.
Marlena, can you prove me wrong?
Or how about this? Some people say that warm water freezes faster than cold
It
water.
does.
No, I read that too.
It does. I know for
No.
a fact that
I know
does.
for a fact it doesn't. What you've read is a guy tried to make ice cream a long time ago, and he whipped up his ice cream mix, and he noticed that sometimes, he can't do it every time, but every once in a blue moon, he feels like when it's warmer, it freezes faster than whenever it was colder, between a certain temperature. You can't take boiling water and take room temperature water and put it in the freezer, and boiling water freezes first.
Not boiling, but
Well, where does it end? What is the range?
I don't know.
You can't take very cold tap
I've tried
water.
it, and it seemed like it froze faster.
How about this? Very cold tap water and very hot tap water.
Have you done that?
Yes, and the cold always freezes first.
All right.
I dare you guys to look into that because I've heard that too, and I call bullshit on that.
Hey, we still face the same side of the moon all the time.
No, we don't. I don't think we do either.
They have different maps of different areas.
Karaoke agrees with me.
Karaoke does not agree with you.
Yes, he does. I'm fucking right. I'm telling you. Think about it. It's 20. What if it wasn't even? We would see a different side part of it. 27 days, one rotation. To go one rotation that way, you're always gonna be facing it. It's like
Yeah, but it's 27.
rotating.
It's 27 point something. So that would always add up and eventually keep turning
Yes,
it.
it would.
No,
Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't
because
it?
it's 27 point something. Both of them, right?
So the point something's gonna actually
So they
count.
both have a point something, right? Exactly
I don't
the
think
same.
So. I don't know. I don't think it's exactly the same.
God, that's why you see the man on the moon, and there's a thing called the Dark Side of the Moon, and it's not just a Pink
It's
Floyd
Pink
album.
Floyd album. Stop referencing your science facts, Pink Floyd.
Gosh, you guys are making the Blue Wall podcast look bad. Come on, Chubbs. Thought you were smarter than that.
What?
I thought you knew.
Well, I don't know a lot about stars and rotations, but
But you
it
just
seemed-
read it to me as
Yeah,
well.
but that isn't what it sounded like.
And you can answer all of his questions.
That's what I thought, Karaoke, about the warm water, but Chubbs doesn't think so. What I thought was like how the molecules are kind of broken down a little bit where they're hotter, or they're in a
Let me
different
see what
state.
he's writing about this.
They're in a different state. What? And they freeze faster there.
No, I know warm water is thinner than cold water, but that's not true.
Here, let me out.
Hey, look up what does the dark side of the moon look like?
You have
Why?
a computer.
Uh-huh.
Where's your computer? What's it doing?
Because the Karaoke told me to ask Chubbs.
I'm telling you right now, there's no way warm water freezes faster than cold water. What if I took water that was just above freezing and warm water and put them in the freezer? You're telling me that extra 1 degree would take longer than the 15 degrees?
Wait. You're talking like...
What are the exact numbers where that happens? That takes place. I
Okay,
guarantee
if
you
you
nobody can
had
find
water
that.
just above freezing, why the hell would you want to warm it up to freeze it? It's just above freezing. Let's let it freeze.
Exactly.
We're talking like from probably a room temperature state compared to a warm water. Like, should I just take it straight? If I'm getting ready to make some ice cubes...
All of these theories that he's going to say have been... Some people say because it's warm, it's causing airflow to come off the top of it, which cools it quicker. That's not true because if you wrap it in paper, it still would do the same. Or if you wrap it in plastic wrap, it would still do the same thing. Do you need back through?
Yeah, I need it.
Come on, Chubbs. Jeez.
Sorry. I'm telling you, I call bullshit on that. I've done my own experiments. It was
So-
a guy that was trying to freeze ice cream who just supposedly discovered this. Mr. Wizard agrees with it too. I seen a thing on YouTube, but I call bullshit.
So I have to look up what does the dark side of the moon
No,
look
you
like
have
for
to-
you.
With your own experience. That's your question.
It's probably gonna be a Pink Floyd album.
Yeah.
What does the dark side of the moon look like? It's gonna show me a Pink Floyd album.
Probably.
Oh wait, I accidentally
You know
said
how
Pink.
much you like Pink Floyd.
What does the dark side of the moon look like?
Hello. Does anybody hear me? Might get sued.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, wait, that was too much. Well, there's the dark side of the moon. One of it's a Pink Floyd.
I've seen the dark side of the moon.
Oh yeah, the dark side of the moon that has no craters. Remember?
It has craters.
No, it's not. It's like hardly any craters like on the side that we see all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Nobody believes you.
I've already seen. That's why I already knew I was right.
No,
Right here. Okay, I'm gonna put it up to the camera. The one without the craters is the dark side.
That there's no craters.
Huh?
Just because you don't see craters, like why wouldn't there be craters on the dark side of the moon?
I mean, it has some craters, but they're not as big as that on the side that we see all the time.
You might be right. But then I got,
Why
you know what I
would
mean?
they only face the side that's facing Earth? I mean, if your theory is correct and this side constantly faces.
He might be right unless this website is not good. And it says it has something to do with gravity. And we're not the only moon and planet to have this. But, you know, then again, this might be total crap. I'm sure I can find a website that...
The dark side of the moon looks like the Death Star. Yep. Well, are we convinced now, or do we have to still research?
I would have to read it. I need to read something else, too.
Okay, we're going to talk about the far side of the moon.
What are you going to talk about?
The far side of the moon, previously called dark side of the moon.
What website are you on?
Wikipedia
I don't know what Wikipedia
is the hemisphere of the
Incredible source, though.
moon
Funny.
that always faces from the earth.
Funny.
Wikipedia, it's Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, I can go in there and edit it, and I can put Bunny as an asshole.
Oh, do it then. Show me that you can do it, because I don't know how to do it.
Wikipedia, you can add stuff to it.
You're just gonna go write stuff in
I
Wikipedia.
can put yes.
They have to approve it.
No, it takes a while for them to approve it. You can put
Yeah, they have to approve it.
I don't care what the guy's name who says it happens. He also says it doesn't happen all the time. If you can't get something to happen all the time, well, then that's not a fact. If it only happens every once in a while.
Okay, what part of Wikipedia are you on? Dark Side of the Moon.
I think he might be right according to the one website.
I don't know. I know every time I look at the moon, it looks the same.
You might be right because this website seems kind of legit.
Every time I look at the sun, it looks exactly the same as I did the day before. But it's real far away.
And you're being a smartass. The sun's gonna look the same no matter where you look at it from.
No, that it could look different. It could be different colors. Every time I see Mars, it looks the same.
See, this is what I don't get. The Mpemba effect is the observation that in some circumstances warm water can freeze faster than cold water. What does that mean? In some circumstances, although there is no evidence of the effect. There is no agreement on exactly what the effect is and under what circumstances it occurs. I can't trust something like that. No one knows why it happens or when it's going to happen. That don't make sense.
What's it gonna happen? What? So that with the moon?
No, that was with that water freezing faster. Warm water freezing faster.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does happen. Man, you were not on a roll tonight. Sorry.
I'm on a roll with this water one. I might have been wrong about the moon because that just doesn't seem
It said
logical.
I've done
actually
it,
have
man.
something to do with the tides, and that's why we only see a certain area of the moon. But I didn't read that much. I'm trying to go into Wikipedia right now and put myself as the first woman on the moon. Shit, I have a fucking account.
Merlin, have you ever seen the dark side of the sun?
I'm reading. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find something.
Buddy, you're just gonna have to
The name of the article is "Why Doesn't the Moon Spin?" Somebody said, on this.
The guy who found it is
discovery.
Tanzanian. Erasto Mpimbwa.
Oh, the Tanzanian technique. No, that's exactly what it is.
Is it?
He first discovered it in 1963 when he was freezing ice cream mix. That was hot in cookery class, and noticed that it froze before the cold mix. Come on, man.
Yeah. What was his name? Alfred Tanzanian?
The only way I could see that it would work with ice cream is if you churn a bunch of little bubbles in there so it's open space and not totally liquid. There's a bunch of tiny little air bubbles trapped in it. That might freeze quicker because there's air in that. Air cools faster than liquid.
I might be full of shit, but I'll tell you what I
Probably.
always thought was.
I'll assume you are and then work it out
is
later.
that when the water's getting hot, the molecules are breaking down to a point different than room temperature or
Well,
cold
it
water.
expands. It's just like air.
to
The
an-
molecules
right.
expand apart.
So then, when you put it into the freezer to an extreme cold,
So there will
it-
be less ice also?
less I don't
Because
know.
as it cools, it's going to get dense again.
Right. But I'm just thinking that like that'll they're already broken down that water will start to freeze faster. That's what I always thought. I don't know. The molecules are in a broken down state as compared to like a room temperature. They're already under some kind of stress, which is the heat. Then they go to some more stress, which is freezing, and they just freeze faster. Look it up. It's the kids' technique. It's called hard lining your water.
It says these are the parameters that they supposedly used in their test. 1 glass of water is 35 degrees Celsius and 1 glass of water is 100 degrees Celsius. And the 100 degrees Celsius will freeze first. But I call bullshit. I will try that. 95 degrees Fahrenheit and 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Do it.
I'm going to try that.
Hey.
I've done it many times with just really hot
Dude,
water from the faucet. And
Do you
really
want to
cold
know
water.
what I'm pissed about? I missed the hot dog eating contest
Oh,
yesterday at
Nathan's?
the dock,
Oh, what?
and the winner ate 12 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
He ate 14 hot dogs.
Oh, 14
The
hot
guy
dogs.
at Nathan's is eating 60, right? Or 50
I don't
something?
know, but 14 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I ate 6 for lunch today.
You ate 6
He
for
had a
lunch?
bunch of
Yeah.
hot dogs that came home with them, yeah.
He was just chowing down on some hot
And
dogs.
I just ate 6
no
for,
bun.
with the bun.
I don't like hot dogs, man. I like Frank's. I like all beef Frank's.
But they won $300.
Ooh, nice.
What'd you do? Somebody pulled on their wire or something here. No, headphone wire.
I don't have my headphones on. I don't ever join it.
I didn't think I was pulling on it. I hear it now that you mention it, though. Looks like everything's all good on this end. There you go. You did it over there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Could be mine down here.
It's not solved. I just looked it up. It says it's not solved.
Well, how many times do you have to conduct a science experiment for it to become a fact?
When it's 100%, it becomes a law when every time it happens. Every time I hold this up and go like that, gravity's going to take it down. That's why gravity is, well, they say it's the theory of gravity, but it's a law.
So that's why the moon doesn't rotate.
I don't know.
Hey,
I'm talking.
somebody just put their foot on something like on the
Legs
connection.
across,
You guys got connections
legs
somewhere.
across.
No one's touching anything. It's right
Well, like it might be laying on like metal or I don't know something. What the heck?
Come on, tech guy.
It was
There.
fine.
There.
1, 2. You hear me?
Yeah, my headphones are working good.
Yeah, they're working, but you don't hear that buzzing. It's like. All right, what are you trying to look up now?
I was looking up that water stuff, but
Still?
I'm done with that. Yeah, still. We got an ongoing argument about it.
We're good. You want to have a hot wing eating contest on the podcast?
I'm better at eating like watermelon.
14 and 10 minutes is lightweight. I feel like I ate 6
Yeah,
for lunch.
I can eat
like-
watermelon really fast.
Nah, screw that.
It's water, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's hard to. I mean, not a lot of people can eat it as fast
I want
as
to go
can.
try this hot dog shit now because
Well, you
14 and
put
10
in-
minutes.
I told you plenty
I
about
want
it.
$300. I know.
You think you?
I thought somebody was.
Why
being
don't you
doing
go try
like
to
50.
eat? How many hot dogs was it?
14.
14 with the bun.
Yep.
That's a lot of bread, man.
They have water.
They were
I
good
ate
hot
6
dogs.
for lunch casually, and I went out and worked in the
Casually.
backyard.
Any-
Well, there's a big difference between 6 and 10. You know what I mean? By the time you get 10, you might be done.
Maybe, I don't know.
They eat them two-fisted, and they're like,
I saw Kobayashi do it, and that's what I would do. Double up,
Water?
the water. Let's do
A
it.
lot of people are using the Kobayashi technique.
Doubling up.
Yeah. Are there any hot dogs left?
No, I ate them
You ate all of those?
for lunch.
I should have brought more.
I should have gotten to the. Yeah, you should have. If there was more, I would have ate 14
No,
for lunch just to
we were
prove the
trying to
point.
get there were so many hot dog bins that we had like these huge bins full of hot dogs left over.
Oh, what? And you only brought home like 10
Yeah.
or 8? Your mom only ate like 1 or 2.
Sorry. I didn't want to eat hot dogs.
She
You know how I like
doesn't understand the value of free food. Chubbs.
Free food
Look at
is awesome.
Chubbs. Look like he's.
I understand the value of free food.
He's like, Chubbs is like, I would have took 50 of those hot dogs myself.
Yeah.
He did last year. We had like 50 extra wings. He didn't
Wings.
Bring them home from Wing Fest last year.
I didn't.
Yeah, I asked you. and
I was probably in training for a fight last year at this time.
Probably were. But
Sorry.
I had like there was like a pan. Like we were giving away wings.
Is it disgusting that when my wife eats wings, I go back over them because she doesn't know how to eat wings properly?
She won't eat it. She leaves all kinds of stuff behind.
Like, there's a proper way to eat a chicken wing, and when I look at her plate, I'm like, what did you do? Why did you just take one bite off of all of them? There's...
Good stuff.
I think
gotta
I have
get
a
the
technique
gristle
that
on
would
the
do
end.
good in a contest, I believe, with the wings or drums. But I got a good technique for the wings.
What?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, are you serious?
Eating wings that you have. You just
What?
good- It's just a good technique in general, not for like.
Speed.
No,
for speed.
if I was going for speed, I could. That my technique is good and clean. I keep one hand clean while I'm just like casually eating my wings.
You
But
just
if I,
use one hand.
yeah, I have one clean hand always. But if I was in a contest and I can use two hands, oh, game over. Game over.
I don't think he'd be able to. Like, Stefan looked like he was going to throw up.
What?
About 3/4 the way in the hot dog eating.
I wonder, do they even chew up the hot dogs, or do they just try to eat them
You're
whole?
not. Kobayashi just eats chunks. Just, it's like chunk.
Kobayashi has a deformity in his stomach. His dad eated a lot, and his stomach is deformed. Like the way something, like one of his organs isn't where it should be. It
Gives him extra room.
and it gives him like a couple extra ounces. He has he's been to a doctor about it, and it runs in his family. It's a genetic disease, and so he can stretch it at times.
I've seen how they train by like taking the gallon of water and forcing it down. Like they squeeze it in. They got to drink the whole gallon in like 2 minutes or something like that, and they just squeeze it down.
Screw that.
That's how you stretch your stomach, man. That's the only way you're going to be able to win is if you practice. A dude ate 60 hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? 60 hot dogs.
Chubbs, I'm down for this wing.
Grapes helps too.
Yeah, I'll have a wing eating contest. I don't know about like the I don't know. I don't do the pepper challenges because why?
What are we gonna do?
I'll do a wing eating
50
contest.
wings. First one to
No,
50 wings.
No one would eat 50 wings. And how many minutes are you talking about? 15 minutes?
Or first one to 50.
Okay, that might be able to happen. You know how awful you would feel afterwards, though.
Who's got the smallest wings in town? B-dubs.
Probably
Yeah,
No,
that was
he
generic
doesn't do
guess.
the extra little-
crust
No, the extra little wing flap.
What? Roosters?
roosters.
Oh, it's roosters outside.
Yeah, B-dubs just has small ass wings.
50 wings. Oh man,
I know that's a lot, huh?
I'm pretty sure roosters
I don't think I.
we would have to make
B-dubs
rules
would
too
be
on
the
how
ones-
clean they have to be.
Oh, I'll have them.
Someone would have to watch each time you
It's
set
not
one
gonna be
down. You can
polished
start on the
like
next
at-
one. They're like,
Hey, the wings aren't gonna be polished like they would be at a barbecue at your house.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be
good
clean.
enough. Like what I'm saying, you have to have somebody
I'm not
checking if
eating
they're like,
bristle. But I'm not gonna
Put it
leave
back.
like a chunk of chicken on there. That's just waste.
I'm not gonna rip the gristle off the top. It'd be
I
the
don't
easiest
quite.
way.
I don't do the gristle every time. No. No, I can't do that. We were talking about your cookout earlier, back in the day when you lived out Western. When I came over to your
Oh,
cookout,
the,
and there
that was
was
a housewarming
more
party.
black people than white people there, and
I got a lot
it
of black
just
family.
yeah, I know, but it was just like caught me off guard. I didn't know. I was like, oh, is it? I didn't know I was at the right house at first.
Yeah.
So like, I think this is it. I walk in the backyard and I didn't see you, and it was like, oh my god, there's all these black people. It's like, I mean, I wasn't scared or anything, but it was like, oh my god, I didn't bring my gun. But yeah,
I'm sorry. I probably should have explained. I've got a lot of black family.
I mean, no, it wasn't a big deal. We were talking about how
It's just the fact that you're milky white.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like cream colored, the color of milk.
We're going to Deke's house. Okay.
yeah.
What's hood?
Loser eats a ghost pepper.
See, I don't.
See me.
I don't
either.
mess around with
I
that.
won't do that.
Why do that? There's no challenge there. That's just stupid and painful. I don't want to do that.
It would take probably more than the entire show to eat 50 wings. How
I would-
much does 50 wings cost? We're gonna have to get sponsors.
Someone on here that will
Sponsors.
eat anything. You
Can
guys-
we get some sponsors for this?
Somebody on that eats anything. I think that'd be gross.
Oh, you can find them. There's always one person.
So we'll need 100 wings. That's 50 each.
That's 50 cents each, probably, each wing.
Oh, really? No, you
You
can get.
maybe with that volume.
They have a big pack.
I bet if you got the wing and then cut it up yourself, it would be much cheaper than if you just got pre-made.
What flavor do they have to be?
So if you got 50 wings, that would be, you know what I mean? That would be 100 total after you cut it.
Right. How much is 50 wings? Oh, wait, no, 100 wings, right?
Well, no, if
How
we
much
just
is
get
100
50,
wings at Buffalo Wild Wings?
You can get what the doctor says.
50.
I wouldn't spend that though. I'm trying to tell you, I would just make them myself. All you need is a deep fryer.
We could do it.
And then you get the whole wing and cut off the very tip and cut them in half and make your own buffalo wings.
$67 for 100.
$67 for 100. That's
67,
actually
68.
that's more than 50 cents a wing. What the?
Oh wait, but what night at
Yeah, we have to go on wing
$25
night.
wings.
Man, they don't have a big package deal.
That's so surprising.
Usually, like,
It should be like $40 for 100
That's what I was thinking.
no, it's around 50 for 100 usually.
at the dock. Man, they're big. I couldn't do 100 of those or 50 of those.
You get a buck.
25, but
Andy orders the huge wings, and if you don't send it to him, he'll call the food company on the
Hey, you sent me the wrong box. Gonna need you to hurry up and ship a new one in, and I'm just gonna use these until they get here.
I've never done an eating contest.
I know you got to practice for it.
He practices every night for it.
A horrible end for the loser. That's what will make you famous.
Ghost pepper.
I don't like the hot food challenges.
What kind of wings are we talking about then?
I told you, you just make your own.
You're getting barbecue wings?
No, plain. I would just
Plain?
have plain, yeah.
Oh, come on, Chubbs. We gotta have a little spice to it too.
Why?
A little bit. They don't
Not
have
a
to be
lot.
the hottest.
It'd have to be mild then.
Smoky white plates. You can't eat a bunch of hot
Yeah,
man.
wings.
Be burning my lips and it'd be all numb.
Oh gosh.
I'm having a hard time talking.
You'd be sweating. That's the best part of it.
It's not the best part. Who says that? That's the best part. Sweating.
He does that when he eats wings.
It's like getting the hot wings.
Sorry about that.
Want to be cleaned out. I want some wings right now.
If you ate a ghost pepper, can you imagine going to the bathroom
I'm
the
gonna go
next
get
day?
some wings in practice.
I don't think it'd be that bad.
Oh, it would burn all through your intestines. You would feel it going through your intestines.
Yeah,
as
I'm
it
not gonna
burns
do a
the
ghost
lining.
pepper. No. I will not do one.
I don't think that's ever happened to me from eating something hot.
You've never felt something hot going through your stomach after you've
My
eaten it?
best friend used to always say hot going in, hot coming out.
Yeah. Oh, I've
It
definitely.
wasn't hot coming out, but it was never. I never ate anything.
Can you imagine a ghost pepper with all them Scovilles or whatever the units of measurement are?
If you don't like the pepper, don't lose the contest.
I mean, that is a good theory, you know. Play big or go home, but still, I might not be able to beat you in an eating contest. I've never really seen your eating habits.
I've never
I
done
know
an
I
eating
can eat a lot.
contest. It's more or less eating fast, I guess, if we're racing instead of in volume and time.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
that's
no
true.
matter what, it's going to be fast.
I think I could get you in volume and time, but not quickness. I think if I had enough time, you would
It's really competitive, though.
you would peter out a little bit sooner than I would, and I'd catch up and beat you.
Oh, man.
You'd be like,
Yeah. I want to eat a bunch of wings right now. Let's just order them now. Chubbs,
Can we talk about compost again?
your curfew's in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Got a late start today, so it doesn't feel like I've been here that long.
Yeah.
Jet skiing, man, it's
Yeah,
the best.
Composting, that's the best.
My raspberries are doing fantastic, though. They're
Are they?
huge. They're about as tall as I am, and they had like a first growth already coming on right now, and then you can see the new ones. So in another probably 3 or 4 weeks, I'll have a whole new crop of brand new ones. It's going to be awesome.
Right on.
I can't wait till I move. Well, we've decided that we might not move. Just save our money for if we move to North Carolina.
Oh, you might move out of the state.
Yeah. Well, and
then you got to restart your libertarian.
that's all
stuff
right. That's
down
how
there.
that's how you infect the world. You take small conversations. to
Johnny
places.
Appleseed of the
That's
Libertarian
right.
Party.
Absolutely, I will. But like in 2 years, we would like to go to North Carolina. A little bit of beach, a little bit of mountain. I want to own like a big building and rent it out for like weddings and parties and stuff next to a lake, and have like 4 or 5 cabins back in the woods by the lake. That's my dream, to run a place like that. Also have a salon for my wife, maybe right outside of Charlotte, something like that. There's like 700,000 people in Charlotte, 600,000 somewhere in between there. That's a pretty good market.
Yeah.
It's not like what Columbus has 1 million.
I don't know.
I think Columbus has about close to 1
Really?
million.
It's
if
bigger than
not.
Charlotte?
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, Charlotte's pretty big and fast rising, but I don't think they've broken 1 million yet. Could totally be wrong about that.
Well, Chubby, we got.
Apparently Publishers is a hippie.
Apparently, you are. All right. It's Chubb's curfew. We got 3 minutes. This is.
What do you got? Anything going on?
What do you have going on? I don't know. We just had the
No
4th
upcoming
of July.
events.
Nothing right
Just
now
had the
that I can
fireworks
think
in the
of.
park. That was awesome. Celebrating the birth of America.
Yeah. That's right. This was our 37th episode.
Wow,
I'm
that's a
tired.
lot.
I'm tired.
Dude, I was up all night, and I've been up since 7 o'clock today.
I was up all night. Not all night. No, I went to bed early.
My
She had to
grandpa
take
does
her
not
mom.
sleep at night. He's like, he wants to be up and talk all night and do things like get up and things that he really can't do.
That's what my mom was. She wanted to talk to me all night long, and I was like, I gotta take you to the airport at 5:30 in the morning.
Do you have Tux medicated pads?
Oh, my uncle must be watching because he says that Charlotte's number 15 in size. That must be through.
Oh, he's one of those
America.
creepers that's not on the.
He's the creeper that's not on the social stream. They might just be watching through Facebook though. But yeah, I would love to do that. I don't know if there's area like that around Charlotte or not. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be up in the mountains. It could be flat. I just would like to own a pond or a bigger than a pond. You know, like maybe half the size of the city park, something like that. Doesn't have to be crazy deep. I would like an 8-foot section that's pretty deep. Have a few cabins, rent those out, have a spa. Are you trying to close it out?
No, you can keep talking.
Nah, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to bore everybody. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta get home.
You're trying to have a cabin shit. A cabin party?
I'm not trying to have a cabin party. I'm trying to have a huge business and be very successful. Well, I wouldn't count. See, here's the difference. I don't like career politicians. That's why I would give them the minimum wage is what they would make. Even though I don't believe in the minimum wage, I've explained this before, I'm not a person that believes in a minimum wage, but if there should be a minimum wage for anyone, it should be a maximum wage. The maximum wage for like state representatives should be whatever the minimum wage is, and you can't make any more than that. Because it should be your privilege to go represent the people who voted for you and let their voices be heard. You shouldn't be making millions of dollars off of being a senator or being in the House of Representatives. You know, that's not the way it's set up to be a career where you do it for 40 years. You should be ashamed of yourself if all you do is be a senator for 40 years. What have you done with your life? Go do something.
That's right. And
they give them everything, health benefits. Even if you run and you're in there for 4 or 5 years and then you leave, you still have you take the benefits with you. That's ridiculous. I think you should have to supply your own security. You shouldn't get Secret Service agents. If people hate you that much, you must be doing something wrong or maybe something right. Either way, you need to get some people that are going to take care of you for free, not on the taxpayer dime. That's why I probably never would be very high up, because no one wants that. They would dog me out of there so quick.
All right, Chubbs, it's curfew. We waited till curfew to get all fired up.
Yeah, I don't know what I came in late. Took me a while to. I'm a slow
All right,
starter.
guys. Thanks everybody for joining us. Episode 37, Blue Wall Podcast, Hardline and Chubbs. We'll see you next Sunday at 8:30. We're gonna have a guest.
I think Frank wants to come back. He wanted to come tonight, but I just didn't have time
Is
to
he
go
gonna
get
talk
him.
more about hunting, survival and shit?
I know
like
we didn't
that?
even really interview him last time we came on.
Yeah.
We didn't even ask about anything that he's
You
done.
guys
He's
are
done
just
some
too
cool
busy
stuff.
dogging each other.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, yeah, if you.
So Jeremy got in on it too. I mean, because with 2 people doesn't make a circle. You gotta have at least 3.
All right, next Sunday, 8:30 p.m. We may have
Communist.
a
It's not
guest.
called communist. Anyway, we can talk about that next week.